What does it mean to be a woman? As a trans person, that's a question I've spent more than a bit of time thinking about. And today, International Women's Day, seemed like a great time to explore that. Does it mean having a uterus? No, I don't have one, and that doesn't change my gender. And there are plenty of women who've had to get theirs removed for one reason or another, or never even had one to begin with. That goes for women who are trans or cis. And actually, there's no particular body part that does or doesn't make someone a woman. Bodies and gender are largely separate things. There can definitely be a relationship between the two for some people, but saying all women have or are born with particular body parts can feel pretty isolating for those who don't. Women come in all shapes and sizes, and no one's body makes them more or less a woman. Does it mean looking a certain way? Nope. No matter what you wear or how you look, it doesn't determine whether you're a woman. And how each woman looks or chooses to present is up to them and really isn't anyone else's business. Does it mean being able to have kids? No, although I personally would very much like to, this doesn't define womanhood either. Don't get me wrong, motherhood is a big part of many women's lives, but that goes beyond the ability to have kids and also isn't for every woman. Some women may adopt, some women might not be able to have kids, and some women might not want them at all. And there's not a right or wrong answer here, it's different for everyone. The main thing is, womanhood isn't defined by how or whether someone is a mother. And actually on that, there are also some men and people of other genders who can have kids too, which is pretty neat. What being a woman does mean is fighting misogyny. I'm sorry to lead with a negative, but it is a reality we all face. Big or small, and in many forms, misogyny persists. Socially, economically, politically, and in so many aspects of life, being a woman sometimes means there are extra hurdles to clear. But in the face of that, women kick ass time and time again. What it does mean is breaking expectations and glass ceilings every day. We've had a pretty huge year. In the last 12 months, we've seen women fighting back against men misusing their power and holding them to account on a bigger scale than ever before. We've seen more scrutiny than ever on pay gaps and misconduct in the workplace. And we've seen an ever-growing movement of awesome women reach new heights. It's not just the big moments either. It's not just one big moment or one big change, but hundreds and hundreds of small victories together that drive us forward. Every day, women in all walks of life break new ground and do incredible things. It's those voices, the voices that don't get heard enough, that have the most to offer, the most innovative new ideas, groundbreaking perspectives, and diverse ways of solving problems. Basically, men have had their turn. It's time to listen to women and the rest of us. And what it does mean is there are so many different ways to be a woman. There are so many diverse and amazing women out there, so remembering intersectionality is as important as ever. As women, we know what inequality can be like, so making sure those of us with less privilege and less platform aren't left behind and are kept front and center is a powerful and vital thing. Listening to and amplifying diverse voices and being meaningful allies to one another who know when to make space and share our platforms with other women makes a better world for all of us. So at the end of it all, what does being a woman actually mean? It's hard to quantify or qualify it as any one thing. There's no single answer. Womanhood isn't really something you choose, it's just something you are. It just is. If there's one thing I can say for certain though, it's that women are amazing. Sisterhood and community are so important, and standing united makes a huge difference. We're in this together, and frankly, there's nobody I'd rather be in it with. And I'm wishing every woman out there an amazing International Women's Day.